Hey folks, and welcome to my channel. My name is Marlene, I'm a maker from Germany, and this is my Rhinebeck recap. But I'll also share a bit about the week leading up to Rhinebeck that I spent with my friend Chelsea in Connecticut. This was my second year of going to Rhinebeck, which I've never thought that I'd say. Last year, Mia from Knitting Grace was so extremely kind and yeah, generous of hosting, like inviting me and hosting me to stay with her for Rhinebeck. And that was a wonderful experience. You might have seen my vlogs and videos on that from last year. And yeah, it was so great that I always kind of felt like I wanted to go back maybe one day. And then I was talking to my friend Chelsea, as I said, we did a kind of Twilight themed West Coast road trip in 2023 and went to the first ever Flock Fiber Festival that year when it was still, yeah, it was a lot smaller than the last couple of years. It gotten quite a bit bigger over time. And yeah, we've always stayed in contact and have yeah, built our friendship over those 2 years. And so we had wanted to do another road trip. As she moved to Connecticut about a year ago, we had thought about kind of coming up with a Northeast edition of Chelsea and Marlene road trip. And so we thought combining that with Rhinebeck would be a wonderful idea. Also, our friend Hannah wanted to join that. And so we kind of, yeah, came up with a plan, and you'll see more of that in the vlog, obviously. But yeah. So I wanted to firstly say thanks to Chelsea for hosting me this year again. It's been a joy to spend that time. It was a week of me being there. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of preface by saying that one part of the vlog will be a Connecticut vlog and not just Rhinebeck. But I thought it'd be nice if you're also planning on going to Rhinebeck one year and wanted to see a bit more, not specifically around the upstate New York, Rhinebeck area, but also maybe some of the other parts there. I think those states have some beautiful autumn scenery and the foliage, and obviously the like spending time somewhere near close to the beach. So yeah, Chelsea did come up with a wonderful itinerary. I gave her some of my wishes of what I wanted to see and do, which was mainly Gilmore Girls fall inspired. So I really wanted to go to Yale. So it was quintessentially a Gilmore Girls fall trip. But then Chelsea obviously also took me to some of her favorite places that she'd experienced and kind of learned about throughout the last year. So she showed me a couple of her favorite trails and spots, and we tried her favorite ice cream and her favorite pizza, and we hung out and had a knit night with some friends. And so yeah, that was also wonderful. So I wanted to share about that, and then you'll see our Woolen Affair and Rhinebeck experience with Hannah of Pages and Pearls as well. Chelsea's obviously True Lane. I've talked so much about her in my videos so far that I feel like everyone will know her at least through that, if not through her wonderful podcast that she does. So yeah, I feel I don't want to keep mentioning too many things more than once because I tend to do that. But I will also have everyone linked that we met there, which I did have a couple of shopping goals or kind of like a small wish list in mind. But obviously Rhinebeck is about meeting the people, spending time in your community and with people that love the same things that you love. So I hope you do enjoy the vlog, and I hope I haven't forgotten anything that I really wanted to mention. I will share a bit more about the things that I got during the trip too. And then a Rhinebeck haul, so everything I got specifically on that weekend, I will share in my next podcast episode, as I don't want this video or the next one getting too long. I now have my new mic, and I hope that kind of will help with production value. I also have my new phone, so let's hope that that all will help with these vlogs. And I hope you do enjoy them. If you're new here, you haven't seen any of my videos before, like I said, you can follow me over on Ravelry or Instagram or all of these places, just as Marlene Knits, just like here. And if you have any questions about outfits that I was wearing, knits that I was wearing, things that I was showing, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. I'm happy to chat with y'all and like answer any of those. I'll also try and link as much as I can in the description box, but yeah, I'll also try and keep it relatively low effort because yeah, I'm trying to film 2 videos this weekend and we'll just hope that it all works out. Okay, let's roll the vlog. Bagels is no good. That's like 2-pound extra. You can speak. XOXO. Gossip Girl. Hi guys. So this is the first time that I'm talking to the camera and it's Thursday. I know. I've landed on Monday afternoon and we were in the city for a day and then we drove up to Connecticut to where Chelsea lives, and so you will have all seen this already. Yeah, I was just sitting down. We just came home from Guilford, where we spent the latter half of the day. We went to what's it called, Madison, for the first half of the day, and yeah, now we're just getting ready to host a knit night with some of Chelsea's friends, who I'm excited to meet. So yeah, it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna do like a potluck style dinner with them and probably knit, and I want to show you how I'm doing with my knitting. I took my Calm Down cardigan to this on this trip, and I was about halfway through the first front, and I want to show you where I'm at now. Yeah. So this is where I'm at with my knitting project. So I did finish the first front while I was traveling, and then on a way up to Connecticut with like on the train, I did the second saddle shoulder, and now I've been working on the back, this is such an interesting construction in my opinion. So I'm working on the back before then probably doing the right front. So yeah, I'm knitting this in a mini cow with my friend Megan, who I also met through Chelsea at Flock 2 years ago, and we've been staying in contact ever since then. And yeah, another one of my friends, she was just so much faster. So our cow is a little less, yeah, off knitting together because she's way faster than I was, because I had to focus on the book club. But I've been wearing the book club, and you guys, I just love it. Yeah, I can't wait to be wearing to Rhinebeck. We're going up to a woolen affair tomorrow. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling like sitting down and like picking up the camera. I just have been filming whatever we have been doing. But yeah, we've been chatting so much, and then if we're not chatting, we're just like taking a break, relaxing in silence. So I have not been feeling like taking out the camera and really vlogging, like talking to the camera style. But I think that's fine. I think voiceover has worked so well last year at Rhinebeck. This is really one of my favorite vlogs I've ever done. So yeah, I'll continue knitting now for a little while, and yeah, there might be another section where I'll show you what I got, like apart from my Rhinebeck haul later on, whenever or if I buy something. But yeah, I got a few things out and about, so I will show you them later on. Goodbye. Thank you. How cute is this? Little dinner. Multiple days ago. What are you doing, leaving work at home? And a reclusive landlord. Just because I think I was like, okay. He's like, distracted. Yeah.
Yeah, with like the transaction rate.
So cute.
Are you so happy? Oh my gosh, everyone's taking pictures up there. Hello, little one. Get in my belly. Very good. That was a beautiful cameo by Birds. Thanks so much. Oh yeah, that's up.
I like your itty bitty horns.
You're in the vlog.
A man that looks at you like Harley looks at the goat and the goat looks back.
Got enough yarn there, Marlene?
I don't know.
Wow.
welcome back. I now want to show you a couple of the things that I got during the trip and not on the Rhinebeck weekend, so to speak. I did order a couple of things to my friend Chelsea's place and she kept them for me. Thankfully, I was able to do that because a couple of brands that I've seen and loved over the years, unfortunately, they don't ship to Germany. So this is a way for me to get to these things. And yeah, so I'm very grateful for that. I did get one of the things that I got I am already wearing. This is the Knitter hat by Mo Knits or Monique Aimee. I did order this like 3 months ago, so waiting to be united with it was kind of hard because I was seeing more and more people receive their hats on Instagram and really desperately wanted to be part of a club. So this is a chain stitched hat that Monique does with an old chain stitching machine, as far as I have grasped the concept of her production. She's an illustrator and artist, I would say, and she was so kind to send me a little note saying thank you, and she also said that she watched the channel. So hi Mo, if you're watching, that's so kind of you to say. And she also wished me the best of times at Rhinebeck, which was really, really kind of her. She included a couple of stickers. And a couple of pins, which one of them is an apple cider donut, which yeah, was just perfectly fitting to the whole trip. And then a pumpkin, which is also very much fall appropriate and inspired. So thank you so much, Monique, for adding these to the package. Yeah, this is the first thing that I ordered to Chelsea's place. And I then, it's not that I needed a new water bottle because I do have two, one for at home and then one for my, for when I'm at work, like sippy cups, the big ones, with a lot of stickers on them. But when I saw the Owala bottle in the, I don't know, it's really like what kind of collection this was from, but it was from Tazhi, as I like to call it, Target. And when I saw this on Instagram, I really knew I had to have it. I don't know why, but I love drinking water from a straw. I love being hydrated. It sounds so like, I don't know. Who says that? I did not need this. I bought it anyways. I love the color scheme. It's very me, I think. And yeah, I used it for the trip. It was perfect. I will use it again when I'm out and about. I bought a water bottle that I didn't really need, but I wanted to have. So this is this. Okay, next one, I ordered some new yarn from the Coast to Coast Yarn Company. I'm an affiliate with Arynne, so if you're ever wanting to shop anything from their online shop, you can use my code that I'll have linked and I get a little kickback from that. In recent years, recent collections, Arynne and I have collaborated on, and I've made samples to show off her beautiful yarn. I'm looking this direction because my hot water bottle cover from the Quilty collection is still right over there. And she has gifted me 2 more skeins for another project for the last collection, which now unfortunately is already closed, so our timing wasn't perfect on this one. But again, she sent it to me to my friend's house, so I didn't have to pay more for shipping. I have paid for shipping to Germany before and it hasn't been awful, especially if you're ordering with friends and sharing shipping and customs. It's not too bad, but obviously it's more than getting it shipped to someone in the US or if you're living in the US. But yeah, so we had been thinking about a sample knit. I've been thinking about it and yapped to Arynne about it. And I firstly wanted to do a little book bag from Katryn Seeberger. She has a little quilty book bag. I'll include pictures about everything that I'm talking about, obviously. And so this is one option. I've not completely yet made up my mind because I'm not yet sure if I love this combo on like as an accessory or if I'd rather go with the book sleeve. So we'll see what it ends up being in the end. But then there was another thing that kind of and that I thought was perfect for book trope, you know, because I could put any of my books in there. And with the last one I made a, sorry, I'm all over the place trying to tell the story. My hot water bottle cover was the one from Laura Penrose with the quilt motif. So I thought that was perfect for the quilt collection. And I wanted to make something again to show off Arynne's beautiful yarn within the theme of the collection. So now that unfortunately the second round of pre-orders is already closed, I mean, I hope she'll bring it back one day or she'll have the colorways again. So I'll just show you the yarn before trying to tell the rest of the story. These two were supposed to become, like I said, either the book sleeve or is it Night and Day Cowl by Andrea. So this was my most recent thought of making with them. Arynne suggested we'd go with the Shanico Decay because that would just be really soft and beautiful on the neck. I'll show you a bit of a close-up. So yeah, I just love these colors. I didn't expect the speckles to look like they do on this base, but I guess both bases are non-superwash, and so speckling on non-superwash yarn always turns out a bit differently than on superwash yarns. You can see here it's a bit more it's not as precise, like the speckles are a bit more, I don't want to say subdued, but it does look a bit different is what I wanted to say. So we'll have to see which project these become. Now that the collection's already closed, I do feel a bit more kind of, I don't have as much, there isn't the aspect of like trying to cast this on in a timely manner anymore, as when he was still planning on doing the second round of pre-orders a bit later, and I had thought that I would try and knit the cowl in like a week, which I know would have been possible because I have knitted several of Andromari's cowls in a short amount of time. But yeah, now that the collection unfortunately isn't open anymore, she did 2 rounds of pre-orders, which I thought is just like a nice idea. I will just put these to the side and look at them for a while and then decide what I'm going to do with them. The Is She a Witch is also a bit more subtle or lighter colored in the non-superwash option than they, like I said, both were in the superwash option, but I quite like that they're non-superwash. So thanks, Arynne, for gifting these to me. Next up, I got 3 more skeins, which I paid for myself. I just love Arynne's yarn and specifically her sock yarn. I got 3 skeins, but I'm not able to show you one of them, which was from an entirely different collection. So this is just regular collection buttons. She has this, I think, in like stash or stock most of the time. She also has like an in-store shop now in, I think, Wichita, Kansas, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't know much about US geography. But yeah, so this was from just her regular collection, but she's put this in many different collections before as like a kind of neutral tone. And this is Archer from the Patchwork collection, like I said, which I've already worked with before. So I've had both of these before and I've used them in many projects. But when I was trying to finish this quilty cabin sock within a cowl that I did a couple months ago, I was not able to finish this because I didn't have enough of the Archer left anymore, which was a shame. I had put that colorway in so many different like scrappy projects and in some of my friends' advent calendars where I put like 10 plus grams in there so they can make some scrappy projects. I'd put it in my blankets, like my Sweet Shop blanket, my the Laura Penrose hot water bottle cover, and then knit an entire sock with it. And yeah, I miscalculated and I didn't have enough. And so a very kind person online had offered to send me like 20 grams, but it got lost in the mail very sadly. And so I just thought, okay, Thank you to that person again, but since it got lost, I will just order another one and then hopefully someday get a second, like a partner for this single sock, which has just been hanging out here with some more patchwork yarn from Coast to Coast that I got in the second round of the pre-order. I bought this and have not yet knit with it. I have so much sock yarn that I want to knit with, and I will knit with, but it just takes time, you know. And then, yeah, I won't need any of this for the sock, I don't think so, but if I need a couple of grams, that won't be a problem. But this I actually got to make another pointel, to make another lace sock. I have made the Florence Miller sock pattern, the lace one, and have recently been in love with Marie Eve's, I think Marie Eve. In her Skein is her Instagram and YouTube handle. She also makes great vlogs, which I enjoy watching. And when she came out with her Agramonia, I think they're called, pointel inspired socks with the little ruffle edges, or like, I don't even know how to call them. They're like just beautiful edges. I knew that I wanted to knit those in button, because button is just my favorite color from Arynne, which is, I don't know, is it stupid because it's just like a cream color? I don't think so, because it's a perfect cream color, and that's not easy to get. You know, it's not a wool whites with like a yellow leaning touch. It's not a perfect like paper white. It's just nice. So yeah, I will make the Agramonia socks, and I wanted to also say thanks to Marie for gifting me that pattern. She did not have to do that, but she knew that I would have loved to try and apply for the test knit, but I just didn't have the time for it, and so she offered to gift me the pattern so I could make it in my own time whenever I wanted to do so. So thanks so much, Marie. That was very kind of you. And the third skein, like I said, I won't be showing. It's for a very special person in my life. I also won't be mentioning any more details because, yeah, I don't want anyone to guess anything. I might be sharing more in another vlog if it's time to be gifted to that person. Yeah, so I got a special birthday skein for a friend. And then next up, I got some stuff from Sephora. I got a couple of products that I've already tried before. I'm kind of into like makeup and skincare, but I also like the very natural look, kind of like the no makeup look, or just like a very natural look. I got, because I needed a new eyebrow product, a new bronzer, and a new rouge, like those were the three things that I got. So we went into Sephora in New York City, and I got this Sai Sun Melt in the Fair Bronze. This is what I have on my cheeks right now. I've already had this product before, and I used up this entire pan. So this is a testament to how much I love this. I'll show you a little close-up. I then got this Merit Flush Balm in Bespoke. This is also what I have on my cheeks right now, but like I said, I'll try to not overdo it with color on my face. I have only used an eyebrow product from Merit before and have not ever tried one of the blushes, but I really like this one, and I like that it's similar to the Charlotte Tilbury one I had before, but that one hit pan, so yeah, I was out of this, was using a very cheap, what was it, like, not Elf, but another really cheap, but powdery one, and I prefer using cream products on my face, so not to dry it out too much. I then kind of sometimes use a bit of the Charlotte Tilbury, what's it called, like powder, to set some of the spaces, which I didn't do today. Maybe I should have when filming, but yeah, I like to use cream products on my face more so than powder products. A new topic I'm talking about, I haven't talked about this before, so I'll show a little close-up of this as well. I feel very much like a beauty influencer. Circa 2013 is when I watched all these people speak about beauty products on YouTube, or maybe was it 2014? I don't know. Then I got a Refi brow sculpt in clear. I've heard people chat about this last year or 2 years ago. I got the one from Merit. I also love the one from Glossier, but this year I decided to go with the Refi one, and it's been great so far. So these are some things that I got from Sephora. I then got a couple of things from a supermarket, which is arguably the most interesting and most fun stuff. Every year that I go to the US, and I've been like 4 times within the last 5 years, I think, I go home with some Annie's. I love mac and cheese very much. I think Annie's is the best, and I keep them for days when I feel sad, when I miss my friends over in the US, when I feel the heaviness of the world on my shoulders, and when I just want something positive, orange in my life, you know. I make one of these and I enjoy myself. I also got a 4-pack of these nesting mason jars. We don't have ball mason jars in Germany. At least I wasn't able to find them. I like these best. They're my favorite sort of kind of jar. It's a very specific topic. I do bake sourdough bread, so these I use just with the lid like put on here, so it can always pop open. It doesn't have any like it's not like tight, like shut tight. Or we also have some glass lids, so we use this for sourdough. I also use these for iced coffees, and then I also think these are great to maybe bring, I don't know, like a smoothie or some salad sauce. Salad sauce? Sounds like it's a wrong way of saying that. Whatever the use case, I just love ball mason jars, and so I got a 4-pack. We went to the RJ Julia booksellers, and I unfortunately didn't get any books there because I was overwhelmed. I couldn't decide. We had a lovely lunch, but I wanted to bring something to remind me of going there, and so I got this little illustration card, which I love scrapbooking and putting in my analog pictures and like tickets for the trains or any shows we went to. So this will go into my scrapbook pages for this trip as well. I then got 2 books, not at the bookshop, but at like a free book little library. I got this Tell Me Everything by Elizabeth Strout, which apparently won the Pulitzer Prize, so I thought this might be good. I didn't have a book to put in there at the time, so I felt a bit bad for taking this one, but Chelsea promised me and assured me she'd go back and put another book in. It was very close to where she lives, so yeah, I trust her to do so. And yeah, I took this one home, which, yeah, I didn't have to pay for that. And so I love these little free book library things where you put in a book and you take out a book, and this way people can read more stuff without having to pay for it. Yeah, we also have those in Germany sometimes. And now the last one, pretty much my highlight of the whole haul, I would say. And I could maybe preface this by showing you another little gift that I got from my friend Hannah, which is a little Pages and Pearls kind of like, not a sticker, but like a label. I will also put into my scrapbook. I had talked to Hannah about like, Hannah and I had talked prior to the trip, and she was like, would you like me to bring you anything from the UK, because she lives there now? And I was like, no, I don't think so, but would you like anything from Germany, because this is where she originally comes from? And yeah, she's like, no, I don't think so. And then I gently approached her by saying, I don't need anything except for maybe if you do have like a little PR sample, have like a review sample of your book. I love that. And so I got one. I have started already. I'm trying to read this relatively slow because I'm already afraid it will one day be done. Like I will one day have read through it all. And Chelsea put this also put it like that. She's like, I don't want it to end, so this is why I don't want to read it too quickly, which I feel the same. And yeah, this is an advanced readers edition of her first book, Hannah Brom, Love and Other Brain Experiments. This is STEM rom-com, and yeah, the first 2 chapters have been great. I can't wait to read through it more and like read the whole thing. So thank you so much, Hannah, for gifting me this advanced copy. And yeah, like I said, I can't wait to finish it, but then also I don't want to finish it. I hope that I've not forgotten any of the stuff that I really wanted to show y'all. If that's the case, I will just include it in my Rhinebeck haul, which, like I said, will be part of my next podcast, where I'll talk more about my finished book club cardigan, a couple of gift knits that I've been working on, my current work in progress, the Calm Down cardigan by Lily Kate Makes, which will be my, I think, 7th, hopefully when it's done, my 7th finished object of my Make 9 for the year, which I think is great in October. I hope to be finishing it still like by the beginning of November. Probably end of October is just a bit too far reached because it's already the 25th. I'm going back to work in a couple of hours to photograph an event that we're having as a marketing, as like the marketing person at my local yarn shop. I had the idea of inviting the Filles du Coeur. Some of you might know them, especially from Germany probably. They're a sister duo of knitting designers and yeah, also YouTubers and just content creators, and they'll be like at our shop for a knit night tonight, and that'll be great. So I'll head into work for a couple of hours. My best friend will also be joining, which is nice, and another one of our friends. I'll look forward to that. I'll be filming the next podcast tomorrow, so I hope these will come up relatively soon-ish, and editing won't be a pain. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for coming up and saying hi. If we met at Rhinebeck, it was a joy. Yeah, I kind of forget that this will also have the whole experience of Rhinebeck in it, and it was just magical. Like I cried several times again. I am a crier. I have yeah, very short tolerance for people making me emotional by saying kind things and like giving me gifts, which I really did not at all think that would happen. I had forgotten my stickers, which was such a shame. I will have to remember for the next festival that I'm actually going to bring the stickers and like actually give them out. Yeah, so it was just amazing. I hope to tell you a bit more about it in my haul and maybe talk about the people that have gifted me things. And then everyone who said hi, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you to the people who came to the meetup. But yeah, I'll probably have some voiceover in the vlog too, so that'll have some context to the stuff. I didn't film everything, obviously. I tried to just embrace and enjoy the weekend as much as I could, like to the best of my abilities, even when I got a bit anxious, which wasn't too bad this weekend. So yeah, I hope you still enjoyed this video, even if it came like a week after the event. I've just remembered I also got this candle, which is why I lit it in the background. Chelsea took me to one of her favorite local like decoration and interior design stores, and this is a candle by Brooklyn General Store. This is the cardamom scent. It was really difficult to choose between cardamom and the Catskill scent, which I just hope one day will be in my life as well, because that was amazing. I also got a couple of gifts for my 30th birthday, which was like half a year ago, but Chelsea had kind of like held on to these things to give them to me. She gave me a quilty Christmas ornament, which she knows I love both of these things, so this is amazing. And then a little weirdo fish trinket, which I just love him. And then yeah, like a very cute card. But yeah, I felt these things were, I don't know, very personal, so I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail about them. I obviously had to forget something that I wanted to mention, and those were the things. So thanks so much for watching. I hope that you're taking care of yourselves and the people around you. I hope that whatever you're making right now is bringing you joy, and that I'll see you again in my next episode. And yeah, bye guys.